Hello everyone, welcome back. Let me turn that down. I really just need to make a separate, whatchamacallit, a separate source for that, because it's always too loud. How's the BGM right now? Hello, I'm back. You guys thought I wasn't coming back? That's fair. I thought about it. I did think about it. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, thank you. I haven't even started. Well, I was about to say, I can now react to you guys. Thank you, Yakubu. Thank you, thank you. I can now react to any tips and such. If you are looking for where that is, it is in the description. Any and all tips are appreciated, but please do not give me anything that you need to live. I do not want to find out later that you only have $5 in your account and I have a brand new Nier Automata plushie. I didn't even go like 5 minutes without mentioning Nier. It really is brain rot, isn't it? I should have like a counter, like unsolicited Nier references counter. Can we get that started? It really wasn't any percent speed, right? It's like that was like the 5th sentence out of my mouth. Ah. I swear, guys, there's more to me than that. There really is. You have to trust me. Is there supposed to be an alert sound? Did it not make a sound? Oh no. Wait, did it not make a sound? I heard the sound. Did you guys not hear the sound? Uh-oh. See, I avoided all of the scuff yesterday, and now I have it today instead. You could not hear the alert. Okay. One sec. Let me, you don't hear furious typing to management in the background. Thank you, Suisek. Oh no, it didn't ping because I did it in all caps in a panic. Oh god. I'm trying to get some assistance. We're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing great. I don't know why it's not playing a sound. It's supposed to. Oh wait, is it because I don't have my desktop audio on? That might be why. It might be because I don't have my Did you hear that one? Did you hear that one? Thank you, Saz. Yeah? Okay. Was it too loud or was it good enough? Thank you, Wild Nexus. Was that good? I can turn it down a little bit. It's good? Cool. Let's go. All right. Thank you, Enrian. Thank you. Gosh, guys, I'm trying to talk. Please, you're interrupting me. How is everyone doing today? Did you guys enjoy all of everyone else's 2.0s? I was lurking in most of them. Sometimes I couldn't chat because it's a weird thing when you're on mobile. Sometimes it just shuts down like your box and you can't chat. I don't know if like my phone is accidentally child locked. Sky might have done that, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't sometimes, but I was there for them. I was in fact there. Sorry, I am not feeling under the weather, but I have not great allergies. So if you hear me coughing or oh, there's a dog outside. If you hear me coughing or like sniffling, that's why. My allergies are a little upset right now. Also, thank you, Drake, DBA. Thank you. Yes, there was a doggo. That was very loud. I think he's like right outside. Oh my god. There's a pupper outside. Oh my gosh. He has a lot to say. Honestly, actually. Yeah, I don't know. That might not be a dog. It could be some other kind of creature. There's all sorts of things, honestly, walking around and where I am. It's hard to explain. You guys have seen my room. We all have odd little connected rooms in a strange fancy house given to us by Golden Hand. So yeah, the outdoors of my location has a lot of odd creatures. So if you hear some random stuff, that's probably why. Thank you, Mr. Oblivious. Thank you, thank you. Chupacabra? It might be a chupacabra, honestly. It might be. It is unfortunate that my mic does not drown that out, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Strange temporal creatures, yeah, you know. I once saw, like, a rat that was, like, the size of, like, a football. And then one time I saw, like, a cat that was... It could honestly, if it stepped on, like, a normal one-story house, it could crush it. I've seen some very strange things here, honestly. It's quite an odd location. But it's very fun. So, we are going to be doing quite a few things during this stream. We are going to be going through some Q&As from the Mallows. That is currently in the description. I may recheck it at the end if I remember. You are free to remind me, because I probably will forget. Hi, Miri! Miri! Ah! Maybe it was Miri outside barking, guys. Maybe it was Miri that we heard. That was her trying to get into my room. She was barking outside, asking to be let in. Woof, woof, bork, woof. See? Yeah, it was Miri. Anytime you guys hear barking, it's Miri. Give me just a moment. I smell gas. 1 second. Let me just check up on that. Hold on for a second. We'll be fine. I'm fine. Yeah, give me a second. Hi guys, I'm back. So, I am so sorry that I just kind of gave you guys a mini heart attack. Let me explain what just happened. So, I like to be warm and toasty, so I got a brand new heater installed, but unfortunately the gas line was not hooked up. And they, the people in my walls, my loyal magical servants, they hooked it back up for me, and then all of my fire alarms went off. So that's why I smelled gas, because my heater turned on and it was brand new, and then everything caught on fire, I guess. I don't know. I'm fine. Nothing is on fire. It just kind of smells like burnt rubber in my room right now. It's not great. It's not great, not gonna lie. I have a window open, so now if we hear any other strange sounds, it's because my window's wide open. What about my carbon monoxide detector? No, well, I don't know. Is that a smoke alarm? I don't know. Well, they were all going off, like literally all of them. But I'm completely fine. As you can hear, they're all off. Great start. Please don't clip that. I'm glad that my fire alarms didn't just start going off. Like, I'm glad that I went, this smells weird, be right back. Like, literally, I said, be right back, and as I got up out of my chair, everything started, like, blaring. It was painful. I've never heard every single fire alarm go off at once. That was absolutely horrifying. Oh, man. Like I said, I avoided all of the scuff during my debut, and now my house is catching on fire. So, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I'm okay, I'm okay. Hope it didn't scare the dog. I hope Miri's okay too. I'm sure she's fine. She's not barking anymore. This is what... Is this what happens when I don't let you in, Miri? You set my house on fire? Is there a server Discord? Yes, there is the official AN Project Discord. I believe it's on the official Twitter. The AN Project Twitter. You can get access to the Discord really easily. Unless it's in my description. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just put things where management tells me they go, and then I forget about them. I apologize, management, you're not watching anymore, right? They laughed, right, guys? You thought I looked cold, Mary? Yeah, I was very, very cold, so I needed all of my fire alarms going off at once. Well, now I have allergies and a headache. Gosh. Yes, I did not oversleep for my debut 2.0. I am here, but apparently my house did almost go up in flames or something. I don't know. I don't think a heater can do that, but yeah. I'm totally fine. I'm sorry to have spooked you guys for a second. I honestly didn't know what was going on. I didn't even know what to tell you guys. I was like, I'm gonna go check if this is gas. Hold on, it was not gas. It was just a heater having a time. Yeah, I mean, I smelled it and I like literally got up and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And then just beep, 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 beep. And I was like, ah, I see. Okay, lovely. And then I asked the servants, the creatures in my walls, I was like, hey, why are my fire alarms going off? And the creatures went, which is, I do speak Abyssal. That basically translates to, sorry, we forgot to hook up your gas line. We're fixing it right now, whoopsies. And Kilia was here. Hi, Kilia, if you're still here. Sorry, I was not at my desk to say hello. But hello. And also hello to Predumble. I saw you here for a second. Thanks for covering Haven's debuts. Whew, sorry, I'm letting my heart calm down. Oh my gosh. Whew. Can we all just take like a group deep breath? I think we all just had a quick little panic attack. I'm still here, queen. I was definitely not telling chat you farted. Yeah, that was the smell. You're right. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? We were talking about what we're gonna do today, which is not catch on fire. We have a few things to do. We have fan names to think of. We have mallows to answer. We have things to talk about. There's a lot going on. Let me just, I wrote it all down. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. You know, I write these things down and then I forget to pull them up. Because I will admit, I forget everything all the time. Oh, my reference sheet. I should probably share that with you guys now. Are you ready to see what the front, the back, and the side of the man, the myth, the blaze looks like? You can see my jingle jangle in full glory. My jingle jangle being the little thing that's hidden on my ponytail. Not referring to anything else. Okay? Here we go! Ref sheet! It's gonna be big for a second, and then I'm gonna make it smaller. So I am gonna disappear. Do not panic. Do not panic. Not again. Here we go! Ta-da! Wow! Look at me! The mama made me so pretty! Oh my god! No, no panicking! No panicking, please! Thank you! I can't read your name right now! Thank you, Owly fans! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Whoa, look at that! Oh my gosh! You can see Timothy in better full glory. You can see the jingle jangle. I'll zoom in on it a little bit. That's me. That's not. I actually don't really know how to zoom in on this. I'm doing my best. I'm really bad with tech, so yeah, it's gonna happen a lot. But see, there it is. That's the thing that's behind my hair. That's on my ponytail, my little wings. Aren't they cute? Aren't they pretty? Yeah. And then Utamama gave me a super cool hand pose in this side pose. I love how my hand looks. It looks so cool. Here's a better shot of my scar. Thank you, Raziel. Thank you. There's my scar. Better shot of that. Wow. You guys can see the toeless socks with sandals. The ultimate drip. If anyone tells you any different, send them to me. I'll put them on the list that definitely doesn't exist. Zuko scar. That's rough, buddy. Then you can see my main colors, the back. You do not get to see the booty. It is heavily protected. You'll never know. You'll never see. Just know that it is most definitely the fattest dumpy in AN. 100%. 100%. I'm not coping. No. Cope? Seethe? Me? Never. Psh. Ha ha ha. No! Stop pressing X to doubt. No X to doubt. There is no doubt in Bossing Say. There is no doubt in Blazing Say. Okay? There is no doubt. Those shoulders, though. Miri! No! There is no doubt in Blazing Say. Ah. Yeah. Can see all that fancy stuff. There's my back. Whoa. Never see those on VTubers. I mean, unless they have reference sheets, I guess. Undercut, undercut, undercut. Yeah, there it is. Exposed shoulders and knees. Yeah. There it is. Make it smaller now. Hold on. Let me figure out how to do that. Fit to screen. And then, wait. I did it wrong. I already did it wrong. Shrink. Ah! See, I'm back. We're all good now. I guess, well, you guys have gotten a pretty good look at it, so I guess I don't really need to... I mean, do you want me to keep it right here? Right here, in front of the very unimportant part of my screen? That's, like, the least important part, honestly. Like, nothing ever goes on there, you know? They just put a bunch of X's. It's just a bunch of X's, you know? Chat is now Blaze. Yeah, I can't see you. There is no chat in Blazing Say. There is no chat in Blazing Say. Chat? Hello? Chat, are you there? Where did you go? Chato. Chat. Oh my god, they're gone. I'm just gonna have to talk to the Shadow Man. Do you like pizza rolls? He said no. Okay. Well, we're done with the reference sheet. That will be uploaded to Twitter later and probably a few other places. But yeah. You like pizza rolls? I'm glad you like pizza rolls, Amora. Definitely not the Shadow Man. Whoa, chat, you're back! Oh my god! I didn't even know you were there! Whoa! Airplane noise? Miri wants in again. Miri is barking to be let back in. Sorry, Miri, I can't let you in right now. I'm streaming, Miri. I can feel the harsh existence of reality once again. I feel that every time I close my eyes. I get it. I understand. It's understandable. Guess I'm a bit late. How have I been? So, if you're late, that means you missed the fire alarms and the smoke smelling. I've been good, other than all of my fire alarms going off at once after I thought I smelled gas. It's a long story. Miri wanted to be let in. Chat disappeared for a little bit. The Shadow Man said he didn't like pizza rolls. It's been a pretty crazy, like, what, 25 minutes or so? Can I imitate the fire alarm for you guys? Sure. It peaked. It didn't work. I'm sorry. I tried. I did try. Did it work at all? Lots of shenanigans in a short time. Yeah. Yeah. I peak my mic. I peak my mic all the time. I really need to... I should just, like, kind of move it back a little bit. Or move it higher, I guess? I don't really know where to move it. I think that's fine. That's fine. Sounded like a small air horn. Oh my gosh! Thank you, Ryu! Thank you! Ryu Jose, thank you! Of course, the fire alarms went off. Your name is Blaze. Yeah, that's... It honestly, it was a symbol of my 2.0. It had to happen. It's a canon event, you know? It's a canon event. The mic peaked more than this content. Sheesh, Ryu. Alright, let's see. Do you guys want to go over fan name now, or do you want to wait a little bit? We can just chat a little bit more. I kind of, I don't know, I kind of want to wait just a little bit more. Maybe. So more people can get here, but I don't know. It's up to you guys what you think might be good. May I propose Brad? Why not now mull it over in the meanwhile? Is that a skirt or shorts? Reference sheet showed skirt, but it was shorts at the debut. So, it is, in fact, anime magic. Yup. That is all I am going to. Just trust me. It's like every other anime design where you look at it and you're like, wait, what is that? And it just works somehow. It just works somehow. Just trust that my buttocks is covered, and so I'm okay. A skirt? Yeah, it is a skirt. My butt has a cape, just like me. Okay, capes are cool, even if they get stuck in airplanes. Even if they get stuck in airplanes. Yeah. It is magic. Yeah, it's magic. That's what I really use my magic powers for now. Well, they don't exactly work. But maybe that's why. Maybe it's because I'm using them on useless stuff. My butt has a cape is the quote of all time. You're welcome. You're welcome. Quote it. Put it on your wall. Spell it out. Spell it out with those random letters that you cut out of newspapers and put it in random people's mailboxes, and then see your name in the news where they're like, random terrorist has been putting very strange letters into people's mailboxes that just say my butt has a cape, and cut out newspaper letters. It'd be the weirdest news story, and I'll know it's you. I'll know it's you. That's something I would do, honestly. I should do that. Am I confessing? No! I haven't done it. Yet. Alright. Let's start thinking of a few fan names. So, I know that you guys have brought up Trailblazers, and while I do really like Genshin Impact, and I have played a little bit of Honkai Star Rail, it would be very hard. It would be difficult to make a hashtag for it because, you know, it would be the same thing. So, may I propose tater tots for your love of potatoes? Butt capes is a fan name. Blazers, Blazes, Boons. I did see you guys talking about that. You know, it's not Genshin exclusive. I mean, I do know it's not Genshin exclusive, but I feel like most people are going to be using that tag for Honkai Star Rail, so I'd rather not. Blaziken? That just sounds like a Pokemon, man. Automators? Automators? Is that how I would pronounce that? We like Pokemon here? I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon just as much as the next guy, but I don't want to be a giant chicken. I don't want you guys to be giant chickens. Cinders? Ooh, that's not too bad. Blazers? That's like alright. That's alright. Remember, it doesn't really have to like be my name. Oh my gosh! Navi! Jerry Raid! We are Jerry. Oh my gosh, that's what you named your chat. Hello, Jerry's and Nemo. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Nemo. Hello, hello, hello. The Cult of Timothy? Well, I can't call you guys the Cult of Timothy because then if I were to try to shorten it, it would just be Timothy, and there can only be one Timothy in my heart. Kindlings? Ooh. That's not too bad. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. I like that one. Okay, we got one that I think that's a pretty good one. Kindlings. That's not a bad one. I'm adding that to the list. Hi, Nemo. Where are you? I saw you for a second. Let me scroll up in chat. Wait, that was Miri. Nemo, where are you? Nemo, talk to me. Roomba, wake up. Hi, there you are. Hello, beloved Roomba. Zumi's chat is called Dead Pulled? Huh. Embers, Tim's, Richard's 2 Electric Boogaloo. I vaguely recall that some other VTuber has Kindlings as a fan name. I think you mean Kindred. Or do you mean Kindred? Because I know that's a fan name of a VTuber fan base. Pascal's. Are we making near references? If we're all gonna give our chats like really basic names, we can go with Adam. That's a very basic name. And also a Nier Automata reference. Oh, it's Ember from FaZe? Darn. Kindlings was really good though, but it is taken, so I do have to take that off the list. But that was a good one. Adam works. You guys like Adam? It's just Adam. Blazing guards? That's not bad either. That's not bad either. The Vine references? Adam with 3D. Where are the shin puns? I don't know. I don't know how to make any. I'm not great at puns, I admit. I admit I'm not very good at them. Shinder? Shinners? I don't like that. It sounds too much like sinners. Shin kickers. It sounds like a bad word. The bad S word. Adam, but posed as a question. Adam, just. Okay, we can use Adam as like the funny haha name, like that's the in joke, but we need like an actual, like real one. So Adam will be your guys' nickname, but we need a given name. We need a given name. Burnout. Okay. Prominence Nights? Hey yo, that's a pretty good one. Shin guards. Pyre protectors? Ooh, pyre. Pyre. I like the word pyre. That's a cool name. Blazon guards is good. Blazon guard is good. Draken Ryu. Ayo. What about Draken Ryu? Cause Shinryu does mean dragon, and technically Drakengard was Dragon Dragoon in Japan. Hear me out. Drakenryu, otherwise known as Adam. Dragon D's? Yeah, we can make a bunch of those jokes. Drakenryus. I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie. Having to explain that every time? I'm not gonna explain it every time. People can just wonder. Dragon, aka Adam. Dragon D's. Yes, we can make a bunch of D's nuts jokes. If you guys like that fan name, I give you permission to make as many D's nuts jokes as you want, as long as they're not highly inappropriate. Funny ones are one thing, inappropriate ones are another thing. Sold? Sold? Are we sold? How do you, I'll put that on the list, okay? I'll put it on the list. I'll run it by management. I'll run it by management, but I do like Drakenryus. I don't know how to spell it. I'll work on the spelling. Let me, before I even ask management, let me look at Twitter real fast. Let me see if there's a hashtag for it. Ooh, okay. Someone does have... okay. Someone has the one with the double U's. So what if it was... yeah, we can try double K. Double K, I saw someone do that. Okay, double K, so DRAKKENRYU. Sorry, I'm a little dyslexic. That one is not taken. But the one with the double U's is taken. Wait, let me see if it just is Drakenryu, like with just one. Okay, with just one U. I'm forgetting my alphabets. So if it's spelled DRAKENRYU, then that also works. And Draken is spelled correctly, and my last name is technically also spelled correctly. So it has a free hashtag. Draken and Ryu. Drakenryu reminds me of Moon. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, Drakenryu is not taken yet. I'm gonna keep that in the hat. I like Drakenryu. I'm not gonna lie. It is the ultimate Nier reference, because it's not even a Nier reference. It's a Drakengard reference. That's even more based, you know? So we could talk more about it. But wait, Blaze, you're a nerd gamer. Gamer speak? You want it to be gamer speak? No. Drakengard is more Nier than Nier. I suppose so. Alright. For now, we're gonna go with Draken Ryu, and, yeah, we're gonna see how that works out. I'll run it by management. It'll probably be pretty alright. It'll be pretty alright. Wow, look at that. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel if I called you the Draken Ryus? Oh, how's this sound? Try it out. Draken Ryu like a gamer tag. Now what if we just call ourselves, have you ever heard of Nier Automata? Draken D's, yeah, Draken D's nut. We'll think about it, we'll think about it. Blazing Guards is also a good backup. Blazing Guards is also a good backup. Maybe we'll do a poll on it. Maybe we'll do a poll on it. I'll think about it. I'll add Blazing Guards. I'll add that to the list. Okay, hold on. How'd you spell that? B-L-I-S-E-N. Blazing Guards. We'll add that one to the hat. Okay. I don't like Shinners because I feel like I'm accidentally gonna say the S-H-I-T-T-E-R-S word instead. And I mean, you guys are technically also that. But I don't want to be too mean, you know, constantly. So are we Draken Ryus or Blazing Guards? I'm going with Draken Ryu, but I will talk to management and we can also put it to a poll. But I personally, I quite like Draken Ryus. I think it sounds cool. I think it sounds edgy. Like Timothy. It sounds edgier than my blade that will slash the throats of my enemies. Yeah. And you're my Draken Guard. Yeah, you are my Draken Guard. See? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Don't cut yourself on all that edge. Don't cut yourselves on all your edge. Come on, man. Chuny on you? Pff, I'm not a chuny. What? Me? Never. No. Nah. Do we get cool armors as well? We can discuss that. We can discuss that. I am thinking of it's still a thought. It is not a guarantee, but I may have a little drawing stream where we all work out how to make you guys a cute little, what would you even call them? Like a fan character, I suppose. Thank you, Zero Zane. Thank you. Yeah. No guarantees, but perhaps fan mascot. Yeah, perhaps. Well, I have an army like Sky. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Chunibyo is only for Japanese people. We use another definition for that. Are you gonna call me? Are you gonna call me cringe? Are you gonna call me cringe? Chuny bros? Chuny bros! I am kind of cringe. You're kind of cringe. You're literally in my chat. Oh! Literally every single last one of you is cringe. You're literally in my chat. If you are typing in my chat right now, I'm sorry. You're kind of cringe. But that's okay. I accept the cringe. I accept the cringe. Cringe Legion. Chat reflects a streamer. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, I have to burp. Hold on. Do you guys want me to mute? No, I'm gonna do that. Haha, you didn't catch me. No free burping. No free burping for you. I muted so fast. I'm learning how to use this mic that's called like the Wave XLR. It's so interesting how it has the like the mute button on the back. You guys are Okay, maybe next time. Maybe next time I'll burp into the mic. Sorry, sorry. Ah. Uno momento. Okay. I just want to make sure that worked. With reverb? No reverb. No, I'm not gonna reverb my burps. Oh my gosh. I'm still thinking, coward. No, you're a coward. I mean, you haven't played Nier, so you're a coward. But I do like Dragon Ryu's, we can still think about that. We could also do something that is related to, like, books or chains, maybe? Would anyone have, like, any ideas in there? You will? You promise? Take a screenshot, guys. Clip it. He said it, he's typed it, now he just needs to sign the contract, and then he can't escape it, guys. I think we should be called Cool Guys. Blaze Readers, the Chain Gang. I can't unhear Dragon D's nuts, man! Grimoire. Or like red things. Red things could also work. Chuny Bro. You guys really like Chuny Bro. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed JRPG Nier Automata? The Chain Users. Chain Gang is a cool secondary. That is a cool secondary, yeah. Chuny Bro is growing on you guys. Okay. Okay. I'll add that to the hat and we'll think about it. At this point, it is gonna turn into a poll. It is gonna turn into a poll. Chuny Bros. It's like Chunibyo, Love and Delusion. Chuny Bros is kind of cool. All right, we will. It's in the hat. It's in the hat. Bookbinders, Place and Cringe. The Timmies. It is a nice play on the word, honestly. Let me look if that's on Twitter. Hold on. Let me look if that has a hashtag already. Chuny Bros. Okay, so there technically is someone that has that as their fan name. But they don't really have any tweets with it, so I could take it over. I could take it over, but I'd kind of feel a little mean if I did that. So, but we'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. But yeah, so like anything like red or like related to crimson. So play on words of like different shades of red. Like ruby. Ruby is like a shade of red. Blood is technically not a shade of red. I suppose blood would be considered crimson. Hirelings? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll put that in the hat. I'll put it in the hat. Crimson Crew, Vermilion, Rubarians. 50 Shades of Red. No! No! Oh my gosh, Cherry! Ah! Hi, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. Wait, let me give you the power. I'm giving you the power. Why can't I? Oh, it's because I'm not in the YouTube chat. I'm in the other chat. Oh no, I lost Cherry's message. Cherry, type again, please. Cherry, type again, so I can catch you. Oh, okay, there you are. Huh. Okay, okay. There we go. I got you. You have the wrench of destiny now. Thank you for the raid so much. Hi everyone. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Blaze Shinryu from AN Project's second generation Haven. I am a bit of a shut-in otaku, but I can and also will commit murder. But you'll be fine. 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 Don't worry. Don't worry. Prenumbral and Cherry in the same chat. Oh no, yeah, that might turn into a bit of a scuffle. Scarlanite? Ooh, that's not too bad. But that reminds me too much of Scarlet Yonagumi. Crimson Chunies? Okay, I I'm gonna put that in the hat. I'm gonna put that in the hat. I don't know why, but that one I did kind of like that one. I did kind of like that. Ruby Ryus? Carmine Crusaders. Red Lobster. Charred Chuni. Scarlett Johansson Ryu. Oh, rubies. Ooh, that's not bad. I'll put that in the hat too. Rubies is pretty cool. Rubies is pretty cool. Arson. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Remember, my beloved genmate did bring something up pretty early on. Blaze holes. Because you guys are a bunch of a-holes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No. No, don't say you like it. Do it. No! Wouldn't that be the NSFW tag? Perhaps. Rubies is pretty good. Rubies is pretty good, honestly. Rubies is pretty good. NSFW tag, but I already have an NSFW tag. My NSFW tag is Bear Blaze, which honestly I think is pretty good. Rubies, so basically, yeah. I seem to be good at coming up with NSFW tags. I guess I am. My mind's in the gutter. I can't get it out. I lost it there. Rubies is pretty good. Rubies is pretty good. Because then it's like I'm calling you guys my special little gems. I have great rigging. Thank you. Hello. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm smiling. Yeah? Rubies could be also a membership thing too. Maroon 5. Okay. That one's actually pretty good. Oh my gosh. That actually kind of took me out for a second. I can just imagine it. Blaze hot chili pepper. Thank you, we're all weak. I am dying. But not from all my fire alarms going off. Not from that. Bye, Sai. Hope you had a good time. I'll see you another time. What if chat needs to be bonked? We can be blaze holes? Yeah, okay. How about that? So I don't say any bad words, or as few bad words as I can. When I'm angry at you guys, I'll call you blaze holes. So that's your full name, basically. That's me calling you by your full names. Okay? Honestly, the more that I look at it, I do kind of like Ryubies. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 things in the hat right now. I have 6 things in the hat. Adam Blazehole. Rubies is good. Rubies is a keeper. You guys seem to like Rubies, yeah. You guys seem to like them. It really comes down to Rubies or Drakenryus. Okay, we'll keep that. We'll keep those two in the hat then. We'll keep those two in the hat. So it's either Rubies or Drakenryus. So we can sit on that for a little bit. Rubies can also make a very good looking mascot. That's true. Blaze Runners is not bad. Near his cyberpunk influence. That's true. Blaze Runners is not bad. It's not bad. I kind of want to avoid anything that has my name in it, like my first name, because then when I try to like shorten it, it's just gonna be me calling you guys Blaze. And I'm Blaze. You can't be Blaze. You can't be Blaze. I am Blaze. We go by many names. Yes, you go by many names. You go by possibly Drakenryu or Rubies or Adam. Or sorry, Adam. I have to do that every single time. I'm never gonna say it correctly. It's just not gonna happen. All right. right. Well, we'll sit on that for a little bit. We'll sit on that for a little bit. It seems that we are leaning a bit more towards newbies. We'll see, after a little bit. We'll go back on that one. We'll keep it in the hat. We'll do an actual poll, like, at the end of the stream, or, well, kind of near the end, and we'll just let it, what's the word that I'm looking for? What is the word? Baste? No, that's what you do to a turkey, right? Simmer? That's the word. Simmer. Yep. Marinate. That also works. Yes, yes. Those words. All of those. Percolate? I don't even know what that means. What is percolate? I'm gonna look that up. Percolate. Filter gradually through a porous surface substance. Nope, yep, that works. That does work. Marinate? Marinate is also a word that works. Oh! Percolate is what coffee does? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, actually. Huh. I've never had drip coffee before. I'm not, like, a really big fan of coffee. I don't dislike it. I actually enjoy UCC coffee. Like the canned coffee. But, yeah, usually I don't really... Oh, sorry. My allergies. Oh my god. I can't breathe out of my nose! Ugh. If I start to sound congested, that's why. I need to get some allergy medication so I can be not sniffle Ryu. Alright. Let's move on to, I guess, answering oh my gosh. Some of my slides. I need to let me drink a little bit more water. I apologize. There is literally mucus in my throat at the moment. Whew. Okay, I can breathe. It's also because I opened my window. Wait. It doesn't smell like gas in here anymore. I think I can close my window. Because I literally started getting like this. Oh my gosh. When I opened up my window. So I'm going to close it. Wait, maybe it was the gas that did it. Maybe that's what made my allergies go crazy. Hold on. I'm just going to close this. Ow! Ow! I'm okay. I just like, oh, that was me. I'm not really doing this very well, am I? I apologize. My window has a very hard time closing. Not actual gas. My heater was having a time. And it needed to be turned on for the first time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to close my blinds so no one can see me in here. Because I'm a disgusting... Well, I'm not disgusting. I'm a beautiful hikikomori rat. Ow. I accidentally, got some skin off my knuckle. That hurt a little. I'm fine. I'm not bleeding. Ah! If it's a gas heater, isn't it gas? I don't know. It's fine. The fire alarms aren't going off anymore, and nothing smells weird, so we're okay. We're okay. Oh, yeah, the second I close that window, I can breathe again. Well, kind of. We're fine. Anyways. Let's go back over some of my lore 1.0. Or sorry, not my lore 1.0. Or, yeah, no, not my lore 1.0. My debut 1.0 is what I mean. I always switch those words for whatever reason. But, yeah, we're gonna go back over that for a little bit. I will elaborate. You guys can ask questions regarding specific stuff about the, information from my slides. So, let's take a peek at that. Oh my gosh! Hi guys, welcome to my debut! My name is Blaze Shinryu of AM Project's 2nd generation. Behold me! Woo, deja vu, right? Holy loud? Wait, was I loud? I'm sorry. Wait, what was loud? Was it my stinger? Was my stinger really loud? Oh, I also don't know how to turn that down. Let me see. Is there a way to do that? Nah, I got no idea how to turn that down. I'm so sorry. Oh god. Oopsies. That's another thing I'll have to fix. I really am just not good, not good with tech. I'm sorry. It grabs attention. It really did. It really did. Pawn? Just a bit. Just a bit. Just a bit. Both mine and Navi's stingers are loud. Aw, man. The volume when you pick the transition. I'm looking at it. I don't see anything about volume. So, it'll be fine. I'm only going to do it a few more times. It'll be okay. So, yes. Once again, behold. Look at all this beholding. Do we have any questions about my birthday, my height, my age, or my languages? Do we have any questions about that? I'm sure, you know, when you guys originally saw Otaku Japanese and then you heard my cover, you must have gone, oh my gosh, Blaze, you lied to us. You can speak Japanese. No, I really can't. I'm just like a parrot, and somehow I am able to mimic sounds pretty decently. So while I am able to sing in Japanese, I have no idea what I'm saying. I have no idea. I have no idea. Why am I small? No, I'm a respectable height. I'm a respectable height. Not small. Not small. Not small. No! Not small. I'm like the third tallest in AN. That makes me like tall, you know? No, not small to you. No. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna play with you guys anymore. Nope. We're not talking about it anymore. We're not talking about it anymore. Okay? My likes. Once again, I like all these things. We can elaborate on the anime, manga, and gaming now. We can elaborate on that. So, anime-wise, I would say that... So, favorites are hard, right? Favorites are hard to pick. I don't... It's like a top 5, top 10, honestly, like top 20 list. But I will name the ones that are on my mind quite often. I'll name the ones that are on my mind quite often. Which is, of course, the Nier Automata anime. That is a given. That is a given. Evangelion. Evangelion is also pretty on my mind. And, let's see. What's another one that I've watched recently? Oh, Pluto. Pluto is actually very good. If you have not seen that on the Netflix yet, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Also, I really like Chainsaw Man. I like a lot of different animes. I mean, I like all of the Bakemonogatari. Why is my tracking not working? I like Bakemonogatari. Oh my gosh. My nose! Okay. I think I kind of fixed it. What else? Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen, I haven't seen the second season yet for. I really need to catch up on that. I'm just not very good with shonen usually. Shonen just kind of feels samey. So, it kind of doesn't really do it for me that much. Monogatari is top tier. Yes, I have so many of the light novels. Should do a Chainsaw Man cover? I want to. I might. We'll see. The Jujutsu Kaisen is getting that. Yeah, I've heard that some things are pretty intense. Berserk, yes. I have read, I think, half of the Berserk manga. I'm still working on it. Hunter x Hunter. I have seen Hunter x Hunter. I've seen Vinland Saga. I've seen Frieren. At this point, you guys can just name animes, and I'll tell you if I've seen them or at least read part of the manga. Bleach? Yes. Berserk? Yes. Okay, here we go. Guys, speedrun it. Speedrun it. Elfen Lied? Yes. Bleach? Yes. Gurren Lagann? Yes. K-On? Yes. 86 I've heard of. Overlord. Yes. My Hero Academia. Yes. Vending Machine Anime. No. The Climber. No. Any Gundam series? No. But I've wanted to watch the new one. Apothecary Diaries I've heard of. Durarara. Yes. High School DxD. Yes. Steins Gate. Yes. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Blend S. Yes. Kill la Kill. Yes. I can't read all of these. Ah! Wait, I have to slow down. Okay. Steins Gate. Yes. Future Diary. Yes. Your Lie in April. Yes. Toradora. Yes. Kemono Friends. I've seen a little bit of it, but not all of it. Sayonara. Oh gosh, it skipped forwards. No. Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Sounds familiar, but no. Ghost in the Shell. Yes. Roni Kenshin. No. I don't think so. Does it have an English, or is that the English? Initial D? No. Haruhi Suzumiya? Yes. Black Lagoon? No. Kagura Banshi? No. Hajime no Ippo? No. Parasite? Yes. Madoka Box? No. Yu Hakusho? I started on that. Ranma? Yes, I also started on that. Fooly Cooly? Yes. Fate? I've seen a few of those. Yes. Madoka Magica? Yes. Naruto? Yes. ReZero? Yes. Danmachi? Yes. Psycho Pass? Yes. Yes. Assassination Classroom? Yes. Fruits Basket? Yes. Howl's Moving Castle? Yes. Trigun? Yeah. I'm trying to get to all of these. There's so many of them. I think I'm skipping over them. I don't mean to. Spice and Wolf? Yes. Code Geass? Yes. Bebop? Yes. One Piece? I have not. I've actually only watched the Netflix one. I actually like the Netflix one. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen, like, any of the anime. It's just so long. Okay, I'm like trying to go through these. Drifters, yes. Fruits Basket, I said that one. Love is War, yes. Psychopath, yes. Oh, I think I've caught up now. Does Naruto cover Shippuden and Boruto? No. There's Naruto, then there's Naruto Shippuden, and there's Boruto. Boruto comes after. Boruto is Naruto's son. Paranormal Agent, yes. Eureka 7, yes. Lucky Star, yeah. Yuki Yuna's a hero. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it. Horimiya, yes. Overlord, That Time, The Slime, Konosuba, Tanya, yes, I've seen all of those. The Last Airbender, yes. Pantheon Stalking, yes. Spy X Family, yes. Charlotte, yes. Konoko's Mask, yes, I've seen that too. Ghost Stories, yes. Have I proved that I really like anime, guys? Ruby, yes. Monster, yes. Charlotte, yes. Angel Beats, yes. Goblin Slayer, unfortunately. Handshakers, I try to get into it. Caldeo Star, no, I have not. Also, hi, Scion. Let's see. Inuyasha, yes, I've seen that. Okay. Okay, I think I got through a lot of them. But yeah, most of those that you threw at me, yeah. K-Project, yep. Blood Plus, yep. I've also seen Rosario plus Vampire. I've seen Rising of the Shield Hero. I'm trying to think of random ones that you guys haven't said yet. Dragon Ball, no. FMA, yes, I've seen both of them. Gravity Falls, yeah. I've seen Gravity Falls. I've seen a bunch of cartoons, too. Vampire Knight, yeah. Yeah, okay, the ones that you're saying now, I haven't really seen. I've heard of most of these. Adventure Time, yes. Death Note, yes. Tanaka is always listless, yes. Grim Adventures, yep. Mushoku Tensei, hell yeah. Transformers, I actually have Bullfooty, yes. Johnny Bravo, also yes. The Eminence in Shadow, no. Watakoi, yes. Love is Hard for Otaku. Kaguya-sama, yeah. Owl House, no. Grave of the Fireflies, yup. Bungo Stray Dogs, yup. Blue Lock, yup. I haven't started on JoJo yet, but I know I should. Futo Pai, no. Drake and Josh, I think I saw a little bit of that. 12 Kingdoms, no. Bleach, yes. Kuroko no Basket, yes. Dr. Stone, yes. Oremo, I've heard of it, but no. Death Parade, yup. Tom and Jerry, yes. Fuka, no. Kini no Tabi, no. Sword Art Online, yes, I've seen, except for the movies, I've seen Alicization as well. Just list my Studio Ghibli movies. I've seen, like, almost all of them, I believe. Golden Time, yes. Afro Samurai, no, actually. Trigun. Have I seen Trigun? Yeah. Yes. I had to think about that for a second. Because for whatever reason, I always think that the name of Trigun is Vash the Stampede. It's not. Kobayashi, yep. Bocchi, no, I've wanted to watch it. I just haven't been able to, like, sit myself down. Full Metal Alchemist, yep. Land of the Lustrous, yep. Oshinoko, yep. Makia, When the Promised Flower Blooms, oh yes, it was a wonderful movie. No wonder you have a whole collection of manga and anime, yep. Weathering with You, yep. Magi, yes, I love Aladdin. He's too funny. He's too funny. It Invaded, yep. Hellsing, no, I actually haven't. A Place Further in the Universe, I do have that manga, yes. Can I Eat Your Pancreas? I haven't yet, no. Summertime Rendering, it's on my list to watch. It is on my list to watch. You terrify me. How do you have the time for this? I did it all in 2 weeks, if you can definitely believe that. The Ancient Magus Bride, yep. To Your Eternity, yes, I love To Your Eternity, although I do not like the modern arc of the manga very much. Hokuto no Ken, no, actually no. Suzume, yes, that was a good movie, although she did fall in love with a chair. Cyberpunk, yes. Let's see. Saint Seiya, no. Pop Team Epic, I've seen a little bit of it, but not enough. Gate, no. I've seen Dimension W. I don't know why Gate, like, the name made me think of Dimension W, but... Anohana, yes. Psychopaths, yes. Knights and Magic, no. Fruits Basket, original and reboot, yes. Somali and the Forest Spirit, I think I watched a little bit of that. Girls Last Tour, I watched a little bit of that. My Next Life as a Villainess, yes, I liked that. I actually read the, I read it. Dead Space Downfall, no. Date Alive, yep. Dead Man Wonderland, yep. Assassination Classroom, yep. Free Ren, yep. Sailor Moon, yep. Reincarnated Sword, no. Monster Development, no. The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, yes. Record of Ragnarok, yes. I believe so. The near anime would be a dumb question, yes. Arifureta from Commonplace World's Strongest, no, actually no. Kaguya-sama, yep. Nana, yes. The rest of them, no. Since you mentioned Cartoon Spectacular Spider-Man, no. Kiki's Delivery Service, yes. The Vending Machine one? No, I haven't seen the Vending Machine one. Cardcaptor Sakura? Yes. Jujutsu Kaisen? Yes. XXX Holic? Yes. Ghost in the Shell? Yep. Mob Psycho? Yep. I'm not gonna answer that, Boku no, you know, word that has, the worst anime. I'm not gonna answer that one. Darling the Franxx? Yes. Devilman Crybaby? Yes. Fate series? I've seen, what have I seen from the Fate series? What have I seen? Yeah, Boku no Hero Academia. Yeah, that one. I've seen a lot of them. They have so many of them. Not that I've watched that one. Okay. I have not fully watched that one. I got jump scared by it, okay? I've gotten jump scared by a few of them, unfortunately. One of those being, let's see, I've gotten jump scared by Diabolic Lovers, although that one's not that bad. One Punch Man, yes. The Saga of Tiny the Evil, yes. Tokyo Ghoul, yes. What was I saying? Kill la Kill, yeah. Violet Evergarden, yeah. I've seen that too. Dororo, yes. I've seen Dororo and Dorohedoro. Code Geass, yep. Guilty Crown? Not a lot of it, no. Akame ga Kill, no, not a lot of it. Cells at Work, yes. Inferno Cop, no. Other movies I've seen that are anime, I've seen This Corner of the World. I've seen, a lot of the Makoto Shinkai ones. Gosh, now my brain is like really trying to think and it can't pull any of them out yet. Have you watched the Arknights anime? I have not watched the Arknights anime. Tokyo Red Hood, no. Azumanga, no. Castlevania, yes. Yeah, getting harder to think of ones. I'm having a hard time thinking too. Oh, Mary wants to be let in again. High School DxD, yep. The Garden of Sinners, no. Trigon Stampede, yes. Clanad, yes. Welcome to Demon School, no. Love Hina, no. Grimgar, no. Garden of Words, no. Devil May Cry, is that an anime? I forget. Children of Chainsaws Voices, no, but I have seen Children of the Whales. Katanagatari, I actually have that. I have that book. Patema Inverted, yes. The Danganronpa anime, yes. Persona animes, yes. Assassin Classroom, yes. Kimi Todake, yes. Mushoku Tensei, yes. I feel like we should, I feel Lapitar Nasuka, yep. Tokyo Magnitude, no, but I did see Japan Sinks. I think that's what it was called. Mushishi, yes. I'm a Spider, so what? I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen a little bit of it. Congrats, you've completed anime. Overlord, yep. Pokemon, yep. Yeah, I think we just need a silent voice. Yeah. I think we need to dedicate a stream to this, because I've seen a lot. Terra and Resonance, yes. We should move on from this topic? Yeah, probably. Do you guys believe me now when I say that I am a shut-in that really, really is immersed myself in this? In origami? Yes. Gosh, you guys just brought back so many memories. You guys brought back so many memories, me thinking that. You kneel? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Promare? Yes, I love Promare. Alright, off of anime. Manga, I've seen a lot of them. Gaming, I am admittedly a bit less of a gamer than I am an animator. I actually have not played a lot of games, I will admit. I tend to find the games that I like, and then I play them over and over again, finding new ways to play them differently and more challenging. So I've played, like, Resident Evil, 2 a lot. I've played Resident Evil 2 a lot, Minecraft a lot, that kind of thing. My tastes are very varied. Like Nier? Yes. Like Nier. I've played that a lot. Potatoes in any form, I don't really think we need much. You might like Amori. I've played Amori. Potatoes in any form, I think we kind of went over that. Okay, just for the fun of it, start naming some games and you'll see very quickly, like, how little gaming in comparison there is, like, compared to my anime. So Code Vein, I've tried, yes. Ori and the Blind Forest, no. Guitar Hero, yes. Terraria, no. Undertale, a little bit. Doki Doki, yes. Nier Automata, yes. Dark Souls, no. Baldur's Gate 3, a little bit. Final Fantasy, a little bit. Dota, no. Pokemon, yes. Bloodborne, a little bit. Hollow Knight, a little bit. Legend of Zelda, yes. Yakuza, nope. Zelda, yes, I've done. Tetris, yes. Ace Combat, nope. Persona series, yes. Fate, no. Metal Gear, no, not really. Kingdom Hearts, nope. Castlevania, nope. Gravity Rush, yes. I actually quite like Gravity Rush. Xenoblade, nope. Super Smash Bros, I'm no good at it. Pong, yes. Mario, no. Forza, no. Kirby, I tried a little bit. Doom, I do actually like. Yu-Gi-Oh! I opened it up once and it intimidated me. Fire Emblem, yes. Overwatch, yes. Devil May Cry, yes. The Lego series? I actually think I have played something from the Lego series, honestly. Bayonetta, no. Neo, I tried. Dune, no. God of War, yeah, I tried that out. Nier Replicant, yes. Skyrim, no. Fallout New Vegas, no. Scarlet Nexus, I think I did. A little bit. Have you heard of this great RPG called Nier Automata? Monster Hunter Stories? No, but I've played Monster Hunter. Mortal Kombat? Nope. Mega Man? Nope. Metro? Nope. GTA? A bit. I've played some of it, yeah. Muse Dash? Yes. Neon White? Nope. Borderlands? Nope. Which Monster Hunter? I played Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii. Naruto, nope. Dishonored, nope. Sonic, nope. Octopath, nope. Any of the Tales series? Yes, I actually like the Tales series. I've played Tales of Berseria, Tales of Zestiria, Tales of Hearts R on the PS Vita. I've played quite a few. I've played the newest one as well. Near Reincarnation mobile game? Yes. Luigi's Mansion? No. Cyberpunk? I did a little bit of that, yeah. The problem is that, okay, while I can finish anime, it's really hard for me to finish a game. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That is why a lot of my content is sort of going to be one-off challenges for video games, because of the fact it's really honestly just kind of hard for me to finish video games. Because, like, think about it. An anime, like, what is it? It'd take you, like maybe 6 to 8 hours to get through, but a video game can take, like, 40 or something. Yeah. I do genuinely. I've started more games, I think, than I've ever finished. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to be a gamer. I'm trying to be a gamer. I do still game a good decent amount, but definitely I'm more of an animator than a gamer. Could I finish shorter games, like less than 10 hours? Yeah, pretty much. If I would say if it takes me more than 3 to 5 streams to complete, that's sort of when my interest will start to wane. Unless it's a really, really good game. Because some of the longer ones, like, I've quite enjoyed. Have I played Journey? I've opened it up. Genshin? Yes. Is it tough for stories to grab you? Hades? I've played Hades. It's not that it's tough. I'm very particular, I have to admit. It's only certain stories. I caught my first Blaze stream. Hello! Hi, Emily! Hello, welcome! Oh, hello. Thank you for coming. Hi. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, I have no more water. I'll be okay, probably. Genshin question, Aether Illumine. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that more tomorrow. But I will just say that the Genshin account that I'm going to be playing on tomorrow is not my first one. It's a long story, but for this one I am Lumine, but I did pick Aether first. From what I saw on Twitter, you have very base taste in anime. Oh my gosh, Emily, you just missed like the whole this long giant list of chat saying anime and me just going yup. Shadow of Colossus? Yes, I haven't finished Shadow of Colossus. I really want to. Well, I'll answer more of those questions. You guys actually asked quite a few questions on my Maros, so we're gonna get to those. But let's get through these. So we've gone through the big ones, which is the anime and the gaming. The rest really don't need much elaboration. Pretty anime guys, tough anime women. There is a question about this in the Maro, so I'm gonna leave that at that. Collecting things. I'll briefly name all of the things that I've at least at one point started to collect. Let's see. Plushies, books, D&D dice, rocks, snow globes, anime figures, Evangelion merch, Nier merch, posters. I have a lot of art on my walls. It's mostly behind where you can't see it. I've hidden my weebage from you the best that I can. I'm not embarrassed or anything. It just, admittedly, you have to have your room decently clean, in order to stream to people, so. What's my coolest snow globe? I don't actually know. I'll have to look. Do I have the Ava air humidifier? I do not, but I do have Ava socks that I've never used. I literally just have them hanging up because I just like to look at them every once in a while and be like, those are beautiful. What's my favorite plushie brand? Okay. I cannot remember what it's called. Wait, wait, hold on. I think I can look it up like this. My favorite plushie, Fluff Nest. I love the Fluff Nest plushies, okay? If you look up Bean the Frog, the first thing that comes up is the Fluff Nest thing, and I love the Fluff Nest plushies. They're really cute. What are on the socks? Unit 01. Shinji's mech is on the socks. What's one of my holy grail of collection items? I have a model kit for 9S's mech that I have not built yet that I would at one point like to get to. That'd be cool. Ava computer building stream. Honestly, I need a new case for my PC, so. Dislikes, we can elaborate a little bit on that. The Kangaroo Mom, honestly, just watch it. Just watch, please. Just rewatch Horton Hears a Who. After the stream is over, please go rewatch Horton Hears a Who on the Netflix, or pirate it, I guess. You guys have to understand why she's, like, such a biatch, okay? All bugs, literally all bugs, okay? Like, ladybugs, yes. Butterflies, yes. Caterpillars, yes. All of them. It doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how small they are, it doesn't matter how big they are. They scare me. And I don't know why. It's just a natural, terrifying, like, feeling. Oh, even you, bees? Yes, even bees. I'm actually allergic to bees. So... I think you can't tell people to pirate things. Oh, you're right. Don't pirate it. Don't pirate it, okay? Do not be Luffy from One Piece, okay? Do not be the Pirate King. Don't do that. I never advise you to do that, okay? You should definitely watch Horton Hears a Who on the correct available sites. JK, I am just a silly anime girl on the internet. Sometimes I say things that are untrue and should not be listened to, and that's one of them. Definitely don't pirate stuff, guys. Okay? Don't do that. The Dark. As we stated in my debut 1.0, we're not gonna talk about that. I don't want to talk about the man in the corner. He scares me. Bad writing, bad game design. Most popular anime are pretty mid. Okay. I'm just gonna give an example that's been on my mind for a little bit. Have any of you guys seen Hell's Paradise? Hell's Paradise got a good bit of hype. Now hear me out, okay? We're gonna work through this slowly so no one gets triggered, okay? No one gets mad, all right? I liked Hell's Paradise, but I think that the fact that they just kept killing off characters so fast after going, hey, by the way, this guy's a sad story and now he's dead, kind of was annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather they focused on like a cast of 5 or 6 people and really gave them the time to develop and then murdered them brutally. Now, I have not read the manga, so they could get a bit more in the manga. They could get a bit more in the manga. But Hell's Paradise, unfortunately, I love the story of Gabimaru, but the rest of it is like, and the fights end really quickly. So it's just, you know, it's not a bad anime. It's just, it's just meh. It's just meh. Animation? See, this is what I was talking about in my debut. Mid-anime are ones that are good in other places, but kind of just make you go, meh. Because, like, I liked the animation. I liked the sound design. But the story and the pacing of it was, eh. You know. Hi, Sky! Hello, dear sister. What are you saying? More development attachment makes the death all the more painful, and that's the fun part. Wait, what anime is this? Hell's Paradise. But yes, I agree with that. I would rather sob when a character dies than forget their name. For example, Hell's Paradise, I don't know anyone's name except for Gabimaru I don't even know, like, the lady's name. The executioner that he's with. I know nobody else's names. And the only person's, like, sad backstory that I remember, other than hers and Gabimaru's, is the blonde dude. Kind of. I don't actually know. He wanted to marry the girl that, the prisoner that he thought was a guy. Yeah, Sagiri. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. See? Oh no, he's dead anyways. His name did not matter at all. Literally. What's my hot take on Demon Slayer? So I like Demon Slayer. I think the animation is beautiful. The sound design is beautiful. The start of it is wonderful, but there's always a but. When it starts moving on into Tanjiro fighting the upper moons, it gets a little bit mid. And the reason why is because it is stated, hey, if you cut a demon's head off, it dies. And then what does every single upper moon do? Get their head cut off and not die. I'm sorry. That's not good writing. That's just not. Like, if you're gonna make rules for a universe, stick to them. I'd rather it was, like, more creative in a different way than just like, oh, ha, you thought you cut my neck. No. No. Oh, you cut my head off? It's okay. I got another body somewhere else. That's actually not my real body. Yeah. Yeah. I like Demon Slayer. I do. But that does bug me a little bit. Yeah. Demon Slayer definitely popped off because of the animation. Yeah. 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 So, yeah, I have a lot of those takes. Like, even my favorite ones, you know? Like, what about My Hero? If you want to know how I feel about My Hero, think of it this way, okay? I sat through 2 seasons of Diabolic Lovers, and that's all there is. And Diabolic Lovers is based off of an Otome visual novel game, and it is quite the anime, right? I sat through 1 season of My Hero Academia. And then I stopped. And I never have felt the need to watch it again. Okay? Okay. So, sorry, My Hero Academia. Sorry. Have I seen One Punch Man? One Punch Man just didn't really interest me. I've seen, like, I have seen a bit of it, but not a bunch. Not a bunch. But yeah. Blazed Shinryu. Thank you. Shonen fatigue is a thing? Yeah. I really have shonen fatigue. I definitely enjoy seinens more. So, like, Berserk, Vinland Saga, I enjoy those a lot more. What's the one with the 2 guys that turn into robots? Like, they get killed by aliens by accident, and then they replace their bodies with, like, attack model robots. What is that anime called? It's literally not in my head. It left. What is it called? Oh my gosh. As soon as someone says it, I'm gonna go, oh yeah, Inuyashiki. Yes, that one. Yeah. That anime is so bad. I thought it was okay. But I thought that one was decent. I thought the concept was cool, but I sat through all of that, and I barely could sit through My Hero Academia. So, what's a popular anime you watched only years down after the hype simmered down? Did you enjoy it more in that circumstances? Always. Every single time. I very rarely will watch an anime right when it comes out, unless it genuinely interests me. But, yeah. A lot of the time, when people get too crazy for it, I really don't like it. I didn't even watch Chainsaw Man when it first came out, and I love Chainsaw Man. But yeah. Let's move on from that one. We've already had the Nier Automata joke. I love Nier Automata, but we're not gonna get into that today. We can have a Nier stream, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna promise anything. I will beg management. No, I won't beg. I will ask very kindly and very persistently if they will allow me to do a Nier-only stream where all I talk about is Nier and nothing else but Nier. I don't think they can deny me. They'll try, but we'll see. Whenever I see that head, I always thought of Emil instead of Yogotaro. That is fair. It is Emil's head, so, you know. Stream plan. Streaming every day for as long as I can. Well, you've already seen my schedule, so you know how that works. I want to be the Nier lore keeper. I am already the Nier lore keeper. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm going to list off a random fact about Nier, and let's see if any of you guys have ever heard this about Nier before. So, did you know that in Nier Replicant and Gestalt, when the Black Scroll was originally, like, going around, before humanity, you know, died and had to go forward with the Gestalt and Replicant program, that there were actually people that they like gave small doses or just lightly exposed to white chlorination syndrome, aka the Black Scroll, and they were actually able to fight off some of the Watchers because they were slightly immune, but in the end all of them did wind up dying. Did any of you know that? Did ya? Did you also know that one of the differences between Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt, one of the few differences is actually the time that it takes place? It's off by a few, 100 or so years, I believe. There was a manga on that. Yes, you are correct. There is also a Drakengard 3 manga that details how all of the sisters came to be. But yeah. Wink wonk. That's the second one I don't know. You didn't know that? Yeah, it's, so I believe Drakengard, sorry, not Drakengard, Nier Gestalt, I think takes place 100 or so, maybe a little bit more than 100 years later than Nier Replicant. Very interesting, very interesting. Need to read the books? The books are good. See, Yoko Taro hide things everywhere. So, hold on. There is the new Nier Replicant guide, okay? For the new version, right? The Nier Replicant guide version 1. Blah, blah, blah. So, if any of you guys, for whatever reason, somehow happen to have that book, check the inside of the book jacket. You'll thank me. Okay? I'm not gonna elaborate. Check the inside of the book jacket. Check the inside of the book jacket. And you're gonna go, trust me. And if you want to know, well, it looks like you're gonna have to buy the book and check the inside of the book jacket. Let's see. Learning, trying new things. Let's elaborate on that. It's not sus, okay? It's not a sus secret. It's a cool secret. Learning, trying new things. I want to learn how to do a lot of things. I would like to learn some basics in coding. Perhaps Zumi could help me with that. I want to learn how to metal scream, so it'd be really cool maybe if Miri will help me with that. I would like to learn how to edit more, which I know Amora can help me with that. And Nemo, I mean, she's a god gamer. She plays the League of Legends, so obviously she has much to teach me about being a gamer. I want to be taught things by my gen mates. I think that'd be very fun. Otherwise, yeah, I honestly, like, anything that kind of, like, just catches my interest, I want to learn. I want to try to learn maybe a different language, particularly Japanese, maybe. Maybe Sky can help me. Yeah. I learn better when I'm helped by others, so. I'd like to learn math. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. That's my goal. My goal in the next some odd years is to be able to do, I don't know, calculus, I guess? I should have put that as one of my goals. Learn how to do calculus. And challenges. Challenges are hard to elaborate on. It really is just any game that I know very well or I've played too much. It would just be fun to add something special to it, like Resident Evil 2 No Gun, Minecraft hardcore mode where I have to beat the Ender Dragon, that kind of thing. That'd be fun. Anime and manga related posted content. So I definitely want to do a lot of lore and like maybe even reaction a little bit sometimes, or like, I don't know. Honestly, it could be anything. It's anything that my mind latches onto. At the moment, I really want to do character studies. So pretty much And the one that inspired me for this was actually Rudius Greyrat from Mushoku Tensei, because he is pretty well known for being a really bad character. And not in the sense that he is a bad character, just in the sense that he's not a nice dude. Like, in lore. Rudius Greyrat is, he's a bit of a, well, a bit is kind of, not quite right. He is a massive pervert. And he has a few other problems, but Rudius and the way that he exists in his narrative in that world and the role that he plays in all of that is incredibly interesting, and I think that's worth looking at. Is why, like, it would be more of a review of why, like, it couldn't have been any other character but Rudius as the main protagonist of Mushoku Tensei. It could not have been Roxy, it could not have been Sylviette, it could not have been any other character except for Rudius. And one of my interesting notes, by the way, one of the way that I pitch it is, yes, there is fan service in this anime, but if you ever want to go and, like, kind of rewatch Mushoku Tensei, if you notice, really the only time that there is very in-your-face fan service is when Rudius is viewing that character. So to that extension, it isn't the director going, ha ha ha, here's fan service because, I don't know, you need panties in your face in order to pay attention to my anime. What it really is it's a trick of the direction that the director made, where he went, yes, this scene is being viewed by Rudius, and that is why, usually, it's kind of a perverted scene. Because Rudius is the one viewing that scene. And a lot of people don't take that into consideration or even think about that when watching Mushoku Tensei. They really don't. That's what he's focusing on, so that's what he's seeing. And that's what he's focusing on, so that's what we're seeing, yes. And that is why Mushoku Tensei's writing and the whole direction of the anime in general is really, really good. That's a whole nother topic. I really, really do like Mushoku Tensei, by the way. I would love to read all of the light novels, but gosh, that'd take me another, I don't know, 2 days probably. If I really squeeze it in there. Yeah, I don't hate Rudius anymore, okay? If you're caught up to the most recent seasons, I kind of feel bad for the guy, okay? He's really working through some stuff, but oh my gosh, season 1 Rudius. I always have to tell people when I suggest it, I always have to be like, look, he really doesn't get good until the second season, okay? He really is just, whew, until the second season. He is a character that grows on you, okay? I'll tell you right now, one of my favorite scenes in Mushoku Tensei is after Rudius discovers that he has ED and offends Sarah and then goes out drinking with that one dude from the other guild that he originally didn't like, okay? He punches him a bunch and they go out drinking. He tries to look at a brothel, no luck there, and the dude goes, well, it's okay, bro. I'm sure you'll figure it out. And they walk out onto the street and Rudius is drunk and complaining. And he says something that he regrets, and Sarah, unfortunately, happens to hear. She throws her knife at him, slaps him, and then, I kid you not, the animation and just the tenseness of the scene of Rudius deciding to pick up that knife, that, out of everything in Mushoku Tensei, for whatever reason, I really enjoy that scene, because, I don't know, I really do think it is just the swiftness of the animation and the emotion of the moment that really, really gets to me. And but I will say it is probably, now that I think about it, that's a really good one, but I can't say it's actually my favorite. That probably is my second favorite scene in Mushoku Tensei. The real favorite, I'd have to say, is actually the final scenes at the end of the second season, when Rudius wakes up alone in bed and thinks that Sylviette has left him. And he thinks it's Eris all over again, and it honestly is heartbreaking. Like, just think if that was you, okay? Put yourself in Rudius' shoes for a second. And think, after all of that trauma, that just, you're sitting there thinking, I've been left again. I finally thought that I would be loved, and I've been left again. And then she walks back into the room. And she says, "Hi, sorry, just had to check on something. Did you think I left?" And he just hugs her and just cries and says, "Thank you so much for not leaving me." And that's a beautiful scene, honestly. That is such great character writing. Like, literally all of that season. Okay, it is a silly season. It is a silly season about Rudeus trying to find a magic spell how to make his pee-pee get hard, okay? But if you really, really, really pay attention to that season, it is Rudeus dealing with that trauma of being abandoned in such a vulnerable state. Okay? But it is overshadowed by the ED. It's a great anime, okay? Watch it. Get pranked. Again, still not gonna elaborate. Goals. It's kind of hard to elaborate on these. They are just what they are, so I'll just kind of go over them again. 3D concert, want to be a little bit of an idol. Host a panel or be a guest at a convention, because I want to, I'll host a near panel. That's what I'll do, maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool. Stream long enough to see the end of Genshin Impact. Okay. The main story of Genshin Impact, I'd like to clarify. So when all the regions are out and all the Archon quests are done, that's when I'll feel like, yeah, I've finished Genshin Impact, you know? Bold of me to assume it has an end. Yeah, I know. We're gonna hope, right? We're gonna pray. Create my own original song. I really want to do that. I constantly am flipping between, like, what kind of song I'd like it to be. A part of me wants it to be, I guess, talking about songs, I can kind of go on a little bit of a tangent of, like, what kind of music I like. I do really like rock and roll. Some of my favorite bands, they're not specifically rock and roll, but that is, like, my favorite genre. But bands that I like, I like Panic at the Disco. I love Panic at the Disco. I think I might know almost every single Panic at the Disco song pretty much by heart. I really like Ado. I really like Queen Bee. Those two, of course, are Japanese. I like Franz Ferdinand. I like a lot of 90s and 80s music. So, like, Sunny by Boney M. Gosh, I'm so bad with names. But yeah, those sorts of vibes. Istanbul's Constantinople, I like that one, even though it's funny. Ado is great. Ado is great. I mean, I covered one of her songs. Yeah, I'd say those are like my top 3 favorite bands, or more or less. I like Rasputin. That's also by Boney M, isn't it? I like Boney M. I like the Beatles. It's one of the only bugs I like. How do you feel about Maneskin? I like Maneskin. I love them, yeah. Sabaton? I actually haven't. Because I haven't heard of them. Biggies? No, haven't. Constantinople is a cover of a song for the 1950s. Oh. Listen to any game OSTs? Like Genshin? I listened to the Nier OST. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys ABBA. Yes, I love ABBA. I'm gonna tell you a fun little thing. So, when I was sitting here being very nervous before my debut 1.0, I'll give you guys like 30 seconds, and I'll narrow it down so it isn't too hard. It is from an anime. It is an older anime, and I was listening to this song before I was, like, when I was on my starting soon screen, basically. I was doing it to pump myself up. It's not an opening or an ending. It is from an actual soundtrack. It might be from movie? I don't know, because I actually haven't seen the anime for it. Okay, you guys have, like, 30 seconds to guess. Give me your guess. You don't have to name the actual song. You can just name, like, what anime I guess you think it's from that I was listening to. What do you think? What do you think? Something the Pillows? No, but that is a good one. Not from K-On! No. Not Gurren Lagann. Not Bleach. Nope. How old? Ooh, I think it's 90s. Evangelion, no. You're getting warmer. Sailor Moon's pretty warm. Fully Cooley, nope. Pokemon, nope. ReZero, nope. I don't think you're ever gonna guess. Nazca, nope. Okay. That you're Inuyasha, nope. Your 30 seconds have gone by. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready to know what it was? Are you ready to know? Are you ready to know? Okay? I'll give you a snippet of it. I'll give you a snippet of it in a bit of an acapella. Oh, I am forces. Oh, I am forces. It was Berserk. I was listening to Forces. I don't actually know what the lyrics are. I want to learn them. I actually, yeah, I was listening to Forces from Berserk. That is, so just imagine that in your head. I'm sitting here pumping myself up, blasting that in my eardrums before debut. Just, oh, I am forces. Guts theme, yeah, I like Behelit a lot. I actually really like the Behelit like theme. I actually really like that one. I listen to it quite often. It gives me goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps too. But yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of like my song stuff that I like. Voice act in a game and or anime. I would just really want to do that because it'd be awesome. Create an RPG maker and or visual novel because again, like, why not? That would be awesome. I definitely like, I have ideas. Like I have lots of ideas. Okay, I'm gonna have to narrow them down by the time before ever like tried to do a stream about it. Trust me. Dark Souls is inspired on Berserk. Ooh, cool. Did you know that unsolicited near comment ad. I have to put a coin in the jar, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Fun fact, did you know that the original Drakengard, actually, Yoko Taro is stated in a French interview that I have the translated book on, that it was inspired by Evangelion and Berserk, and specifically Kaim actually is inspired by Guts. Yeah, isn't that cool? Sounds about right? Yep. Go figure. Go figure. And last but not least, repay everyone and Project for their kindness and understanding towards me. I don't really know how to elaborate on that, but like, I love you, Ayan. I love you, Ayan. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, Ayan. Okay. After goals, there's my tags one more time, just in case anyone was wondering. That is what they are. My Oshi marks are in the wrong order. So if you're gonna put them in your name and stuff, do them the other direction. I should have fixed that. But it's chain first, book second. Fan name, we've been sitting on it for a little bit. So let's, now that we're here, let's do the poll. How do I do a poll? Wait. I know how. Okay, poll. Start a poll. And I'm gonna leave this up till like the end of stream, okay? Okay? We have two ideas. We have Draken Ryu and Ryubies. Alright? There we go. There's the poll. I need to pin the poll. Wait, no, I don't need to pin the poll. I lied. Okay, there we go. We're gonna leave that up. We're gonna leave that up for a bit. And we're gonna move on for now. Alrighty? Wait, my description on this stream is wrong? Wait, actually, hold on. For real, for real? No, it's not. It's right. What do you mean? You're right. Or no, you're wrong. Why did I say you're right? I'm right. That's what I was trying to say. Man. It's wrong? No. Stop debating me. I'm never gonna trust you guys if you do that. Wait, the description has the book before the chain? Wait, actually? Are you kidding me right now? It's chain and book. That's what it is on Twitter, okay? It's chain and book. It's chain and book, and that was done first. That was done first, which means that whatever it is... Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. It is book and chain. Oh, no, wait. What is it in my Discord? Okay, it's book and chain. I think it's safe to say, actually, my Twitter is wrong. Because on my Discord, which was done before anything else, it's Book and Chain. I will check with management, but this is so confusing. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. I'll ask management which one they think is better. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Next one. Credits. Here they are. Just one more time. Pause on this for a second so you guys can read. Take them all in. Thank you all one more time for making me exist. And, the AN official Twitter has book first. Okay. Then it's book first. Let me change my Twitter. Oh my gosh. How did I do that? Wait. I think Miss Airy is the one that changed that. Wait, was it me who changed it or what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna throw her under the bus. I'm just changing it. It's Book and Chain. It's Book and Chain. It's Book and Chain. We're gonna go with Book and Chain. Okay, guys? We're gonna go with Book and Chain. That's what we're gonna go with. Yes, such a pro streamer. Such a pro streamer. Let's go back. Sorry, chain jump scare. Oopsies. Sorry about that. Chain jump scare. Sorry. I'm sorry. The amount of times I've changed my Twitter handle today to try to get them in the right order. I'm so sorry. On the Discord channel, it's Chain and Book. Oh my god. Wait, now I need to authenticate my account? What? Use the arrows to rotate the animal to face the direction. I'm doing an authentication thing. Hold on. I did it wrong. I might be a robot. I did it right this time. I am a human. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to reconvene that one with management. I don't know. The pawn is so bad. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Last but not least, let's finally get to Marrows. Mallows? What are they called? I call them Mallows. Are they Marrows? They're something. They are something. They're something that starts with an M and that I read, you know? Alright. First and foremost, hi. Question. Was it hard to sing like that for your cover? So, yes, but no. Like, not particularly. So, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a treat. I'm gonna turn my mic down because I will definitely peak it. But you'll get a little bit of a treat. You can hear what it actually sounds like when I sing that song, okay? I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because I probably will peak it. I hope I don't peak my mic now. I'm gonna go farther away from it and hope that this works. Do I even remember the Japanese? I'm gonna try my best. See? It's real. It's real. It was not a fake voice, guys. It was not a fake voice. That was my real actual voice. Thank you. No auto-tune. I don't really think I was tuned at all, like in that cover. I blinked through it again. Sure. I'll do it a little bit quieter. I'll start from the beginning. Santa no moire wa kanashimi wo ugatodo. Thank you, Rigo. Yaru sunai rami wa aitsu no のために置いたけたのさ。あんたらわけじゃないだろう。本当に多目読を今だから隠していて。Oh, I haven't really warmed up, so I kind of peaked a little bit, or not peaked, cracked a little bit, but yeah, I did it. I can sing. But yeah, question, was it hard to sing like that for my cover? Not too hard, no. But I definitely had to learn some new skills for it, and really like believe in myself. I had to embrace the power of Naruto and become the Hokage, you know. That makes you want Chainsaw Man even more. Maybe. Next one. Thoughts on using books as weapons or using healing magic the wrong way? Well, see, if you use a grimoire, grimoires are very thick, like heavy books. So, I mean, if chucked properly, yeah, it could be a pretty lethal weapon. I wouldn't be against it. You know? Would not be against it. Do I play Nier Replicant or Nier Automata first? I've played a bit of both before, but never finished any. Would love to see what the expert says. So, it's honestly really hard to say. I'll give it to you this way. Do you prefer really, really stylish combat with a more kind of easy to digest story with philosophical type things? Then play Nier. Play Nier first. If, you know, you like things to be a little more wacky weird and you're okay with, you know, a bit of a clunky's not the right word, but a bit of a definitely not the same type of combat system as Nier Replicant. Nier Replicant is it's a hard sell because it is just pretty strange, but I mean, it's hard to say because they're not like, they're connected, but they're not like directly connected, you know? Like, you don't have to play Nier Replicant to understand Automata. You really don't. I would say if you want to go into Automata, the few things that you really need to understand from the Nier timeline are, I'd say you'd have to understand what the Cult of the Watchers is, what the Red-Eye Disease is. You would have to understand White Chlorination Syndrome. You would have to understand the Gestalt and Replicant projects. Yeah, those sorts of things. You really don't need a lot of information to go into Automata, so it's hard to say which to play first. But if you really want to go, ooh, this is cool, and you want to play it in a true, like, prequel to sequel fashion, I would say play Replicant first. Play the new one, because it's pretty cool. You can play the original. I mean, the original is good, don't get me wrong. But I do like the new one quite a bit. Yeah, that's what I'd have to say. Next, if stranded on a deserted island, which game or anime do you think would give you the best chance of survival? So don't really know what this question, like, means, but I'm kind of gonna guess that, like, it means that, like, I am stranded on this island with, like, the characters from this game or anime. So, best chance of survival, the obvious one would be One Punch Man. Okay? That'd be the obvious one. But if I'm not going with ones, if I'm going off of it thinking like, oh, I'd get along with these characters, we'd be friends, maybe lovers, I don't know. Berserk? Berserk, I wouldn't mind being trapped on a deserted island with Guts. I mean, later on, Guts at least then he'd like kind of try to protect me, I guess. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say I could be the Casca to the Guts, because then that means I'd be Casca, and I don't want to end up like Casca. Let's not talk about Casca. Moving on. Berserk is messed up, okay? 2 questions. Empanada. Oh, true. Guts will attract the demons to me. You're right. I forgot about that. How could I forget about that? I was just thinking that Guts is super strong, you know? And, muscly. And, yeah. Empanada. I've had empanadas. I like them. I do like them. Ever played D&D? Any stories to share or plans to play with the genmates? I do want to play with my genmates. I do. And I have played before. Any stories that I can share? Yeah, sure. One time, I was in a tavern with everyone else, and DM was like, hey, you see this guy sitting in that corner. He looks super sus. He keeps looking at you guys. And we're like, okay, let's go suss him out. The guy is like, hey, I got this super cool thing, but I don't like the way that one is looking at me. So we had like a sentient, like big, like Mothman in our party. And basically the DM had decided that our Mothman was scaring this guy in the corner. And so the man in the corner was like, I don't think I want to tell you guys my super secret. I'm going to go. So we decided to chase him. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you right now. I was a bard. I was a not a half elf. I was a full elf bard. And I may or may not have jumped an innocent man in the alleyway. Because when I ran around the corner thinking that I was going to find the suspicious looking man, I made the mistake of asking the DM who was in the alley. And the DM went, there's just a guy, like, kind of like crouched behind a barrel, kind of looks like he's hiding from something. And I jumped him. I'm not going to lie. And the DM let me do that. The DM let me sit there jumping this dude, right? And then finally, the DM's like, by the way, that's not the guy you were looking for. And I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, you just jumped a random dude. And I'm like, obviously in character, I'm like, sorry, sir, you just looked really sketchy, you know? And he's like, I was just constipated and like sitting down, man. And I didn't want anyone to see me because I was embarrassed. And I was like, oh. Oops. Yeah. That was I went a little bit of I was a tad bit of a murder hobo. Just a bit. Next, hi Blaze. Firstly, you did amazing on your debut and super excited to get to know you. Thank you. On top of getting to know you, how did you get into Yoko Taro's works? Did you start with Drakengard or was near your first time playing his games? I know next to nothing about the games and really look forward to hearing you talk about them. Sorry, I'm like burping. Oh my god. Ugh. I'm okay. I did actually start with Nier Automata. But I fell so in love with it that I went back and played or watched literally everything else. I've played the mobile game, I've played Voice of Cards, I've played Sinnoh Alice. If it has Yoko Taro's name on it, I've at least like looked at it. I've even looked at the lore that's in like the Final Fantasy crossover. Sky showed me some of that. Yeah. Watch the stage play? Yes. I watched both. I watched the Pearl. Is it called Pearl Harbor Descent? I believe it is. Let me look that up. Hold on. Pearl Harbor Descent Nier. Yeah. Pearl Harbor Descent. It is actually. It is a Nier. It's called Yorha Pearl Harbor Descent Record. And yes, I watched that. It's basically A2's backstory. I watched Yorha Boys. The stage play was so cute. The recent Nikkei crossover, I actually haven't seen much of that one, unfortunately. Did I see the Drakengard 3 manga with Brother 1? Yes, I have. Theater play? Yeah. I really love all the puppet shows. Yeah, so obviously, I mean, if it wasn't obvious by now, my lore 2.0 was definitely inspired by the Nier anime's puppet shows. But yeah, wait, did I answer that question fully? Yeah, so I started with Nier. Are you a dog person, a cat person, a fish person, or maybe even a cactus person? I don't really like cactuses. They're prickly. I'd have to say I'm pretty much I'm a cat person. I'm pretty much a cat person. I love cats. I really do. They're so soft and fluffy, and Miri is as close as it gets, so by extension, foxes, I suppose, yeah. Waifus, husbandos, go. So, earlier, when we were talking about muscles, and strong anime women, and little anime dudes, so, waifu, Ghislaine from Mushoku Tensei, 100%, 100%. Husbando, 9S. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Good night, Morpho! Good night, good night! Yeah, I'd have to say those are definitely the waifus and husbandos. Mm-hmm. 9S, my beloved. Ghislaine is awesome. Ghislaine is awesome, okay? She's just like me for real, for real. Does your weapon have a name? Yes, his name is Timothy. I will show off Timothy. All right, here is Timothy again. For those of you that did not get to witness him fully in the debut, here is Timothy. Here he is. Him's name Timothy. Ah! There he is. The good old twin blade. Oops, I accidentally closed the wrong tab. Haha, it's okay. Timothy looks very menacing. I know. He can be a bit menacing, but trust me, he's very kind. He's very kind. Do I actually make use of the chain? Yeah, there's a blade at the end of it. Why would I not? You ever seen that scene in Castlevania where Trevor like whips his whip and takes that dude's eye out? Yeah. Yeah, I do that. I do that. Next, do you play any sports? Are you athletic? I've tried many sports. I've done all sorts of sports. I'm not actively doing any. I do dance to do my workouts and also like, you know, regular workouts, but I do primarily dance because it's super fun. But yeah, I'd say I'm decently athletic. I'm decently athletic. A lot of my more supernatural strength did unfortunately leave when I came to this world, so it's sort of hard to say. I mean, I'm definitely weaker than I used to be, but I'm still pretty alright, I'd say. What's my favorite kind of dance? I've always had fun doing any dances that are like I guess you could call them like idol. I admit it, I like idol dances. They're just fun. Not like K-pop. Like I mean like Love Live. Because like you just have to be so precise with your steps. It isn't just dancing. It's so much more complicated than that. So it's really fun to do when you're actually like doing it well. Yeah. Hi Blaze, want to say your voice is super cute. For ASMR, but you seem to be put off by it. Is there any particular reason why it isn't for you? I'm excited for your gaming streams, but can't stop thinking about how good a whispering Zatsu would be. Your accent just melts my heart. Happy debut week. Thank you. So, I knew we would definitely have to talk about this eventually. So, I have nothing against ASMR. I have nothing against anyone that does ASMR. But me personally, I have a hard time being quiet. I'm not gonna lie. And I have a hard time taking myself seriously when doing ASMR, and I'm just not really into like role-playing and that kind of stuff. I know quite a few of you may be looking forward to that. I would say definitely check out my gen mates. I know a few of those. A few of them are, oh my gosh, a few of them will be into those sorts of things, but it's just not for me. But I would be willing to I don't know, like, very quietly read Nier Automata books to you guys. I'd say that's probably about as close as ASMR as I could get to. I can definitely do quieter stuff. Like, I could be like this. Okay, this is about as close as it's gonna get to, like, ASMR. Ninus tripped on the sands of the desert with Tubi following behind him. Like, that's about as close as I can get. That's about as close as I can get, I think, to, like, quote-unquote ASMR, but never really, like, true, real ASMR. And I thank you guys for being so accepting of that. I really, truly have nothing against it. I just have such a hard time taking myself seriously, so it'd be a little bit too hard. That's not 1% volume, that's 75. Oh, I might have to turn my mic down when I get close. Whoops. Sorry about that. Small side note, the poll is still going. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up till the end. It does look like we've pretty much settled on rubies, but, GUBs, but I will definitely, I'll leave it up. But yeah, that's my take on ASMR. Besides Genshin Impact, have you played or playing any other gacha games? So, actually, not really. So, I am actually genuinely not into Genshin Impact for the gacha, which is gonna be really crazy considering all that I'm doing tomorrow is pulling for Risley, but hear me out. I do genuinely like the lore of Genshin. I think it's very interesting. I wonder how it connects to the rest of MiHoYo's games, and the characters also have very interesting backgrounds that I sometimes feel that just aren't explored properly, like Albedo. Why is nobody talking about the fact that he's literally made out of chalk? And he was made by, like, one of the most powerful alchemists. Like, why is he not a more important character? He's literally, like, a homunculus. Rosaria is a vampire. And nobody's talking about this. You know, pretty characters are nice, but I do genuinely actually like the story quests. I think they're cool. I do. I really like the story of, like, Scaramouche. We're gonna hear a lot about Scaramouche tomorrow. There's probably gonna be a Scaramouche tangent. If any of you are wondering who my favorite character from Genshin Impact is, Scaramouche. Little emo boy. Little edgy emo boy. He's so great. But yeah. I like Scaramouche's story a lot. I think Scaramouche's is my favorite story in Genshin, other than, like, Albedo's. Yeah. Yeah. Can I do the Fandango? Maybe. But yeah, I really haven't played any other gacha games. I tried a little bit of Star Rail. It was okay. I never really got into Honkai Impact. Yeah. I watched a playthrough of all the stuff for the Nier reincarnation stuff, but I never actually, like, played the game because I just didn't really care for the gacha. I actually genuinely don't really care for gacha. It's just a fun addition. I think Genshin Impact could have been a really strong standalone game without the gacha, personally, but, you know. Tower of Fantasy, I have actually tried it. It was okay. It was okay. Star Rail actually is really interesting lore. Yes, I know. It's just, I can only hold so much lore in my brain. I'm not ready for another one. Next, what is your spirit animal? Or animal/zoo. So spirit animal, I know spirit animal is supposed to refer to, like, the animal that is, like, the most like you. What do you guys think my spirit animal is? What do you guys think it is? I'm gonna go out on a limb and maybe say, like, a dragon? A dragon, yeah. Tiger, sloth, raccoon, echidna? Falcon, hamster, tiger, scorpion, kitten, donkey, bookworm. Oh, nice one. Phoenix. Any ant. Oh, I read that as any eater. Ant eater. Speaking of eater, no one mentioned soul eater. I've seen that. I like soul eater. Mongoose, maybe? Okay. Giant moose from Nier. Honey badger, robin, crab. Spirit animal. Ah, man. That really is a difficult one. I admit I didn't really think about that. I mean, I guess the easy way out is just saying a cat. You know, I like to sleep and do whatever I want. And sometimes I scratch people, you know. Technically slash them with Timothy, so... Maybe cat adjacent of some sort. Probably. I think that would be... That's a pretty good one. Tiger vibes? Thank you, thank you. Slightly bigger cat, like a bobcat? Bobcat works, yeah. Hello! I was wondering if the future held any horror game playthroughs and the possible inclusion of a soundboard that viewers can activate. Sincerely, Fart Reverb. So, me and horror games. I don't hate horror games, but I'm going to be dead honest. I get spooked really, really easily. Minecraft zombie noises make me shriek. And it's not even that I'm scared. Like terrified kind of scared. It's just the sudden noise makes me go, ah! And like scream very, very loudly. So I do want to try to play some more horror games, but you guys have to promise me. You guys have to promise me one very important thing, okay? A few very important things, okay? If I am seriously going to play a horror game, please do not bully me when I get scared, because that will make me not want to play the game anymore. I genuinely need as much support as possible because I will sit there and stall. I will not. You know how long one time I spent inside of a safe room after meeting Mr. X in Resident Evil 2? It was absolutely horrifying. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like a horror game rule. Like, we can bully each other, okay? We're allowed to bully each other as long as we never take it too far. I will accept this, but when playing horror games, please don't. Please don't. I will cry. I will cry. I'm already under enough stress from the monster chasing me. No Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm never playing Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? You would have to... Okay, I'm not gonna... This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. You'd have to pay me your future child's entire college fund to get me to play Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm just being honest. Like, Next, if you ever had a noble phantasm, what would it be? Great twin blades of the heavens, Timothy, rain down on them! That's my noble phantasm. Something like that. We can workshop it. We can workshop it. But that's like that's my instinct. That's my first instinct, you know? Let's see how far he can expand it, okay? Great dragon twin blades of the east, south, west, and north. Thank you, Raziel. Great dragon twin blades of the heavens, north, south, east, and west, imploding in the nebula of the great galaxy into the singularity of the black hole, great noble phantasm. Ka-chow! There we go. How's that one? How's that one? Is that one good? Is the thank you Raziel part of it? No, it's not. It's not. I always want to say thank you as soon as I can. But if you want to add it, I guess we can. Ka-chow. Yeah. A bit too much? Never too much. Never too much. Or maybe, you know what? If it's too much, we'll shorten it. My noble phantasm is ka-chow. There we go. Hi, Blaze. Congrats on debut. You did amazing. And I can hardly wait to watch more of... What does that say? Sorry, it's really, really little on my screen. Sorry, I have to, like, lean in. I can hardly wait to watch more of your stuff going forward. There we go. Question 1+2. What is the coolest and what is the weirdest Nier Automata related item that you own? I definitely think the coolest is like my 9S model kit that I haven't built yet. I think that's the coolest. The weirdest, I mean, I have a Yoko Taro plushie, his literal head. So that I guess that's pretty weird. Question 3. What content moment from either your pre-debut or debut are you most proud of and why? Okay. Proud is not the word that I would use, but I will say I think it's the funniest. So, I genuinely, like, I think the funniest thing that happened during my debut was just, when I dropped the F-bomb and then immediately went, whoops. But little did I realize that earlier on in the stream, when I was saying, oh my gosh, Yoko Taro, I already dropped an F-bomb and I didn't even think about it because it was Yoko Taro. The second one only stood out to me, but the first one did not. I think I only dropped 2. I was trying to keep it pretty lighthearted, you know? Next, if you were to have a full all-out fight against Sky, who would win? Sky. She's the warden, bro. I'm not the warden. She literally trained for that. She trained for that for hundreds of years. I trained for it, like, a little bit. I'm good, but not that good. So yeah, Sky would win for sure. Do you like rock music? And if so, do you like Sabaton? I like rock. I like rock music, yes. And I again have not heard of this, unfortunately, but I'll take a peek, probably. Excuse me, Miss Blaze Shinryu. I would like to ask you an important question. Can you explain to us your sister's huge and inappropriate love of mechs? We have had too many messes in the mech bay, so we've had to ban her from entering. We'd just like to know so that we may protect everyone's mechs. Inappropriate love of mechs? I'm sorry. How could you say that about my sister? Her love of mechs is to be respected. Everything that my dear sister does is to be respected. How dare you? How dare you? You blaze hole. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I'll let you go. I'll let you go with a warning. Just remember, everything my sister does is amazing always, okay? This might be a common question, but what is it that got you so hooked on Nier and Drakengard? And does anything else come close? So, I'm gonna try not to get emotional. Hashtag emotional. But genuinely, I'd played other games before Nier Automata, alright? But Nier Automata was literally the first game that I think made me go, wow. My eyes are watering. Oh my god. Yoko Taro's not, like, here again, right? It was the first, like, game that made me just go, wow. Games can make you feel things. They can make you look at your life differently once you're done. Nier was the first game that when I 100%ed it, I felt so dead inside. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, how can I ever play a game that will top that for me? Okay? And obviously, some of you might think there are better games than Nier. Okay? You're wrong. But some of you might think that, alright? But to me, you know, I think everyone has that game that really just means something in their heart. And to me, it's that one. That was the first game that made me feel that way. And nothing can ever replace that. It was the first game where I couldn't stop playing. And I just wanted to know everything. I wanted to know everything. As you can see, I'm still trying to do that. But Yeah. Man. I'm trying to think about, like, when I first played Nier. Yeah. That was pretty awesome. Like, you know how people always say, oh, what's the one thing that if you could erase it from your memory completely and play it all over again? Nier. I would do it so fast. Like, if I could figure out, like, if I could pinpoint exactly where the memory of Nier is in my brain, I'd give myself a free lobotomy in order to make it happen. Like, if I could, like, do that safely and only erase the Nier stuff, I'd do it. I would. I really would. I'd do it. Yeah, I'd do anything to play that again. That is actually all the Marrows things. I'm sorry if I did not get to yours. There were quite a few. A lot of them were also more statements than questions, which is why I didn't really involve them, because it was supposed to be a Q&A. But to everyone that did send in a Malo, if you did not see it here, I apologize. I read all of them. Thank you for all of your kind words. I am glad that you guys are enjoying me thus far. And, yeah. Let's take a look at this poll. Looks like Ryubi's is a winner! Woo! Ding, 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 ding! Hello, Ryubi's. How do you like that? Take it for a spin. I mean, you're Ryubi's and also... Adam. Don't forget that, okay? No, we are Adam. The fans have spoken. You're the Ryubi's! Congratulations! Yeah! And Adam. Ryubi's plus Adam. Ryubi's, aka Adam. Adam John Ryubi's. You can be Adam Ryubi. That's your full name. That's your full name, okay? So if I really get mad at you guys are Adam Ryubi, you blaze hole, I suppose. Adam is the stage name? Yeah, Adam is the stage name. I hope you guys had fun during this 2.0. I hope I didn't get onto too many tangents. I tried to keep it moving along and not, you know, like too what's the word? Too like dense, I think is like what you'd call it. Yeah. There's not much else to talk about. I know my gen mates talked a bit about kind of like what happened behind the scenes, like preparing. As usual, there really isn't much I can say about it because I don't want to say something that I'm not allowed to say. Just know that a lot of work was put into all of our debuts. So once again, I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that you guys will continue to support all of Haven. I mean it when I say that I really I love these girls, okay? They mean a lot to me, so treat them right. If you treat me good, you better treat them better, okay? Okay? Actually, I did just realize something. Does anyone have any questions, like, regarding, I guess, just me and my world and my lore? I guess I'll be taking random questions now. Anything about that? I'll try to read them all. They're probably going to come in pretty quickly because they're all going to be asking a few. So, again, if I miss yours in the flurry, I apologize. Is fan lore accepted? I would say you guys are able to theorize about whatever you may like. We can maybe have some talks about what can be canon and what can be not. But I welcome any and all fan fiction about the peaks, about my adventures. It'd also be cool if you wrote anything about Sky's adventures, maybe our adventures together, all that kind of stuff. That would be very, very fun. Are Sky and I blood related? Yes, we are sisters. We are blood related sisters. Would I want cat ears? Like real ones or like fake ones? Have I seen Hell of a Boss? I have seen Hell of a Boss. Did you have any support on your quest for revenge after Sky went missing? Other than the caretaker that helped train me, to make me, you know, better at combat, not really. I kind of did it all alone, unfortunately. Yes, Sky is my dear Onesa. Onesa-ma. Skylights throw bricks. Will you accept bricks? I mean, only if you're prepared for me to catch it and huck it back. Like, I'm literally... Watch out. I'm gonna Daredevil you. I'm gonna catch it like Daredevil. If Sky is Amora's mama, are you Amora's aunt? I suppose so, yeah. My voice range is amazing. Thank you. Okay, okay. So, I'll give you guys a little bit of a taste. So, this is Blaze Shinryu, right? This is me. Alright. I'll give you just a taste. Just a taste. This is how it goes. Ready? You go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, everybody. My name is Blaze Shinryu of AN Project's second generation Haven. Thank you so much for enjoying all of our debuts, and I hope to see you all around in the future. Who am I? I'm Blaze Shinryu, of course, silly. Come on. Aren't I kawaii desu ne?
Okay, I'm done. I can also do, let's see. I can do, like, calmer voices as well. So, obviously, this is what my voice normally sounds like. I'd say it's like if I was voice acting Yuri from... Not Yuri, I mean from Doki Doki Literature Club, okay? If I was voicing Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club, her voice is more of, Oh, I'm sure that you'd really appreciate watching this... Reading this book. Maybe we could read it together sometime? That's like a chill voice. That's a chill voice. I can kind of ada. I'll give you the best ada I can. I think that's about the best I could do. I can't really like hold up that kind of tone like very much. Like I think that's the best I can do, honestly. Yeah. Sorry, I know it's November. Whoops. I like to voice act, okay? I don't think I sound like too much like a 12-year-old boy, but I have been told every once in a while that I do sound like Aang from Avatar. So like what's an Aang line? What would it be? Let's get out of here, Boomy. I don't know. That's more Ash Ketchum, I guess. Let's go penguin sledding! Katara, check this out! Sounds closer to Satoshi. It's always Ash Ketchum. It's always Ash Ketchum. Killian thought I would sound like Ash Ketchum. Can you imagine, guys, if I sounded like this all the time? Hey, guys, my name is Blaze Shinryu of AN Project Second Generation. This is how Killia-senpai wanted me to sound, but unfortunately, I don't sound like this. Gomen, Killia-senpai. I hope you can forgive me. Gomen is sorry. Yeah. My mic starts peaking. Whoops. Sorry. I mean, I guess I could have woo for you, Ryubies. I'm never gonna say that right. God. I'm cringe into a ball. Oh no, am I cringe, Desune? Gomen is sorry, chat. I didn't mean that. I hope you can forgive me, woo. The early dub of Naruto. You better believe it! I'm gonna be Hokage one day! Just you wait, Sasuke! Cease this cringe! No! I'm gonna be Hokage! Yamete kudasai! What episode of Naruto is this? Come back, Sasuke! No!
your way, Dr. Bio!
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm a real pro at playing an adolescent weeb. Thank you, thank you. I don't... is my light, like, not... Well, I barely have any light in my room. Thank you, Calibim! I barely have any light in my room, so it might be why my bottle is just really not tracking very well. Anime question? Do I watch sub or dub? What do you think? Dub, obviously. Dub is the best. I mean, like, come on, think about it. Like, they put so much work into translating the language. Of course I watch it in dub. Are you guys saying you don't watch it in sub? No. I mean, dub. I mean, dang it. I revealed myself. No, I don't watch it in dub, guys. I watch it in sub. I watch it in sub. I watch it in sub. I watch it in sub, okay? Okay? Gosh. I was pranking you guys. I was pranking you guys, okay? I swear. I've only watched... I think I've watched maybe a few in dub. Just very, very, very few. Like, I watched the Ghost Stories dub. But... I mean, I usually also play Japanese games in the original Japanese, although I do actually really like, Nier Replicant's, English dub. It's so good. It's so good. Hi, Maya! Soul Eater dub is S+ tier. I don't know if I've ever watched the S+ tier. Also, hi, Sylvie! Hi! But yeah. Nier Replicant English dub is great. It isn't it? Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Yeah. Congrats on the debut. Thank you! Thank you for doing the watch along. Thank you, thank you. FMA dub is solid. The FMA dub was okay. I haven't seen it in a long time. I know I watched the Sailor Moon dub. I definitely watched the Sailor Moon dub. Meme dubs are where it's at. I want to do some meme dubs. I'm not gonna lie. You guys ever seen the SAO abridged series by Something Witty Entertainment? I should have put that on my goals. Like, I wanna do an abridged anime so bad. So bad. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea which one I want to do. I mean, honestly, at this point, maybe I should just do the Nier anime. Maybe I should just somehow try to do the Nier anime. Maybe. Pop-Tarts or donuts? I like donuts. Have I seen the Dragon Ball Z abridged? I have not. No, I have not. Fate abridged? I haven't seen that either. As you said, guys, I know. I really want to. I just need to actually, like, you know, it'd take a lot of work to pull all that together, so it would take a long time to do. You never know. Maybe I'll work on it in the background for a while. Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions for me or about lore or anything like that? Anything? How'd you guys like the cover, by the way, my cover song? The process in that, I feel bad. I was so like, I was so specific about how I wanted that cover to sound, but I love how it turned out, so. If you were a job class of only 2 words, what would it be? Think of MMO. Murder hobo. Thank you, Maya! Thank you all! Thank you! I'm glad that you guys liked it. I'm definitely going to try to put out no guarantees, of course, but I am going to try to put out some, like, shorter covers of stuff. Kind of like my dear senpai Kelia does. Just some shorter ones that are posted VTubers, posted content. I am VTuber. It's because I saw VTuber in chat. Can you call me mommy? I would prefer not. I would prefer not. Oh, this is probably pretty important to state. It is not in my rules because I mostly wanted to test the waters with you guys. So far, you guys have done amazing. No negative notes, but I do want to make it a bit clear. I'm not really a fan of being flirted with. It's nothing against you guys. It's just not my thing, you know? We're all here to have a good time. We're all here to be homies. And that is how I would like to keep it. And I hope that you guys will respect this. And, of course, it's all very much a case-by-case situation. If you guys say something like, "Oh my god, your model is so pretty," or your voice is so amazing, like, I'm not gonna, like, ban you, you know? I'm not gonna do anything like that. Like, common sense kind of thing. How I say it is, like, if they would put it in a job training video for, like, sexual harassment in the workplace, don't say it to me. I'd say that's probably how we can kind of keep it. Those are my boundaries, you know? And I hope that we will never have to have any, you know, serious talks about it, but yeah. Friendly compliments. Compliments are one thing, flirtation is another, you know? So far, again, you guys have done so great. I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you guys for being my homie so far. Can I call you bro then? Yeah, you can call me bro. That's cool. Bro is good. You're more of a big sis, TBH? Yeah, I can deal with that. You can call me One-sama as long as it is not in a sexual manner. Yeah. Yeah. We're bros. We are bros. We're bros. We are platonic bros. We are platonic bros. Bro, you're like so cool today, bro. Bro. Keep the thirst to the NSFW tag. Yes. I will say this, okay? Here is something that I do want to make very, very clear. So, this is to kind of like, to sort of like sum it up a little bit better. So, there's going to be plenty of times where I am going to salivate over fictional anime characters, okay? Let's salivate over them together, okay? Salivate over the fictional characters on the screen that don't talk to you like I do, you know, that don't actually like answer your questions, you know, the really, really, truly not real ones, okay? Let's salivate over them. Let's not salivate over me. There is nothing to be salivated over here. I mean, although you guys do seem to like my armpits, and well, that leaves me with thoughts, but we're not gonna go over that. So, and I will admit, okay, I like myself a good ecchi anime, okay? Okay, I've read a few manga that have some pretty intense content. All right, I enjoy that content, but I enjoy it not because it's like a thing that I like because of the sexual nature of it. We watch for the plot? Yes, okay. It's gonna sound crazy, but genuinely, it is the plot. But to that extent, I also really don't wind up watching a lot of ecchi because a lot of the time it isn't any good. You know? Like, it is just fan service and stuff that's like, okay, again, another she fell on top of me and I don't know how it happened. Okay, you know? Okay. Like, biggest example. Well, no, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna have to clear that with management before I ever say anything about that anime. We're not gonna talk about that. And no, it's not the one that starts with a P and ends with, starts with a B and ends with a P. It's a completely different one. We're also not talking about that anime, because that's just a... Why would we ever talk about that anime? Like, remember, I got jump scared by that, okay? I got jump scared by that. I saw 2 seconds of it, and I was like, what is this? I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, there is a specific anime that I definitely have to clear. No, stop guessing. Stop guessing. No, it's none of those. Literally, It's none of the ones you're gonna guess, okay? It's none of the ones you're gonna guess. I'm gonna tell you that now, because it's not one that anyone would think of. It's incredibly specific. It's an older one. But anyways, point of the matter is that let's keep it chill here. Let's keep it pretty say-so. We can simp in chat for all the fictional characters we want. And it'll be a fun time, all right? It'll be a fun time. But yeah. It'll be a fun time. And to that extent, fan work of all sorts, as long as it is put under the NSFW tag, you know, it's put under the proper tag, it is completely open. You can write the most horrible fan fiction in the world of the most disgusting things. You know, that is your right. All right? But, you know, am I ever gonna comment on it or say anything? Probably not, because I'm not really going to interact with that kind of content. But you are free to make it, okay? Because I quite literally cannot stop you, all right? So I'm giving you my blessing. I'm giving my blessing to make whatever kind of art that you want, any kind of stories that you want, but don't associate those with me, okay? Remember that they are creations of your fantasy, and that is not how I actually am. I am giving you the permission to do it, saying that it does not make me uncomfortable, because I want you to embrace whatever art that you would like to create, but please do not project that onto me. And that is all I politely ask. And as long as you keep it like that, no problem. You know? That's how it be. Thank you, thank you. And that's the talk. That's the most important one. We've gotten it out of the way. We've gotten it out of the way. How is it growing up with a sister that is 100 years older than you? Or is the age different with the lore? So, time is kind of funky-wonky where we're from. So we're really only like about a year apart in your guys's time. Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions? We have a little bit of time left before we are going to raid. Wait, let me check. Wait, do I even have anyone to raid? I'm pretty sure I do. Let me make sure that I have somebody to raid. Can I raid? Where is my raid tab? Did they change how to do that? Hold on. Miss Aries showed me how. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. Let me take a peek. Give me a second. It's that. Okay, I figured it out. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh, I don't... Wait, is Sky streaming today? I feel so horrible to ask that. But it's confusing because there's like 3 upcomings because she's scheduled them all, so I can't tell which one is what. Can you guys help me for a second? I am still live. Hi. Let me check. I feel so bad for not knowing. I think it's tomorrow. Okay, that I suppose I don't really have anyone to raid. Because I'm even looking at, like, channels that I'm subscribed to. And, like, admittedly, I have done a very bad job. I have not subscribed to a lot of them. Is there... Let me look up if there is anyone from anywhere streaming right now. Can you guys... Is there anyone live that you guys would like to raid? Is there anyone live that you... Oh, Suri? Okay. We'll put that one in the hat. Is there anyone else that you are seeing? Scion? Okay. Mori... We are not raiding Mori. I don't want Senpai to notice me. We are not raiding Fuamoko or Scarlet. I don't need those senpais to notice me. Not yet. I am not ready to be perceived. But why? But... No. I love them. They're amazing. No, I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do that. Let's go to Surrey. Let's go to Surrey. That was the first one suggested. Let's go to Surrey. There she is. Oh, she's doing a Cuphead gorilla. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, I should ask you guys first. How do you guys feel about transferring into her Cuphead gorilla? How do you guys feel about that? Would you guys be up for that? I don't want to send you guys somewhere that, you know, the content is too dissimilar, you know? Sounds good? Okay, let me make sure that I can raid into her. Just let me... Alright, I can! Okay. I'm gonna save that, and we are going to raid into Surrey in a little bit. Do you guys want to come up with a raid message? Yeah, we need to come up with a raid message. What should our raid message be? Murder hobo raid? No! No. Ryubi's raid? That's not too bad. That's a good one. I like Ryubi's raid with the Oshi marks. I think that's cool. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. I think that's not too crazy. Let's not show her my crazy side yet. You know? So let's do Ryubi's raid. Alright? Alright. One more time. Thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream. Just a reminder, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am going to be playing Genshin Impact. And if you did not see my meme on Twitter, I'm serious, guys. I really didn't mean for Genshin Impact to be my first gaming stream. It really wasn't meant to be. It was already a lot that it was gonna be the second one, but I need Risley. Okay? If you think Sky is bad with mechs, let's not talk about let's not talk about gauntlets. I love characters with gauntlets. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it. Yeah, we're gonna go raid. Yeah, let's go raid. Good night, everybody. One more time. Genshin Impact tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are going to pray to the Genshin gods for Risley. And yeah. If you have not followed me on Twitter, it is right down there at BlaiseShinRyu. If you have not followed my gen mates, or like subscribed to them at all on YouTube, you're on a list. A list that definitely doesn't exist. There is no list in Bossing Say. Alright, let's go raid! Remember, the raid message is Oshi Marks and Ryubi's raid! I will see you guys tomorrow! Ka-chow! My screen isn't switching.